guys, welcome back. And I'm so sorry for the noise. It's been raining for almost a week now, and apparently I think it's the whole of South Africa. And it's been beautiful because some areas, we've been struggling with some water, and now it's light. Eskom. But anyway, welcome back to my pregnancy series. So today I just want to share with you reaction videos and how I told my baby's father, baby daddy, that sounds funny, how I told my mother, how it ended up with my father. I just want to share that because it's one thing that's been playing in my head even while growing up or when growing up, or how are my parents gonna see me after they find out that I'm pregnant in the future. I always felt like it's the weirdest thing to share with your parents that our child is sleeping around without a condom. Our child's got a boyfriend. Never mind, my dad doesn't even know Jola. Because every time I go home, I just sit in the house. The only time I leave the house it's with them when they go shopping or they get to send me wherever and I come back. So no guy has ever knocked at my house looking for me or friends. So my dad thinks that maybe or thought that maybe I was a lesbian or I had no life. Anyway, obviously the first person I told it's my sister, Avinda. Avinda was happy and she even teared up and she told me how she was waiting for the moment and you know obviously she's been vocal with it that actually when are you having a child, why are you getting old and blah 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 blah, she's been vocal about it and she was so happy for me. I still don't understand why. Because 27, come on, I'm still 27, I'm still young. Come on, I still got like, a few years before I get net 30. Because I was planning to have kids just before 30 anyway. And yeah, I told her and she was happy and she told me how beautiful pregnancy is, what to expect, what to do, she was so excited. She told me like everything that I needed to know under an hour, sitting in that bed that morning, listening to the rain and still trying to figure out if this test over here was legit you know she was happy. And then obviously I had to tell my baby daddy, TP, about the results because I've been telling, okay, like he's been aware that I wasn't myself or feeling well in the past weeks while I was at home kwa Mabolol. And the previous night I told him that they got me a pregnancy test, so I'm gonna test in the morning and I'll let him know. So I had to deal with him that whenever you get to work, because I think yeah he was working that day, he told me that whatever time he gets to work he's gonna call me or wake me up so that I can go with him to the bathroom and test while he's on the line. So that it didn't happen. Although he thinks it happened. Because yeah, I wanted to do it with him. I wanted to feel like he's there with me, and going through the same thing. And if it happens that I was pregnant, that he was there. So yeah, so he called. It's like, yeah, I'm at work. Wake up. I'm like, oh, baby, no, lata. You're late. I've been up. It's like, so does that mean you're testing? I'm like, no, I haven't, but I'm ready. The toilet, it's a container, so let's do it. So I'm like, now, like in a way, I was demonstrating to him what I was doing at the time. And it's like, okay, now I got a container, 750. You got container, so I'm gonna pee in it. Okay, I'm peeing. You still peeing? That's him. I'm like, how? Yeah, it's morning pee. How? And then he listened and listened. Okay, now I'm done. Now opening the pregnancy test. Okay, 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 okay. All right, open. Yeah, and don't make a mistake. That's what he said. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna make a mistake. Okay, now I'm dipping it in there. And then yeah, pretended like I was dipping the stick in my urine, and I did that. Then I'm like, okay, I'm done. So now we have to wait for like a few seconds until it shows. Eh? And I was like, okay, okay, let's wait. That time, me and my sister were sitting in the kitchen and we recording um, the whole conversation on the phone, using my sister's phone. And then I'm like, yo, babe, it's showing 2 lines. He's like, 2 lines? I'm like, yeah, 2 lines. Okay, what does that mean? I'm like, "Ah, come on, babe. Mabane, I told you the package I had that it showed that when there's like 1 line at the top, it means that the test is negative. And when you get 2 lines, it means the test is positive. And when it's got no line, or the line is at the, there's 1 line at the bottom, it means that the test is invalid. So what does the 2 lines mean? It's like it's positive. I'm like, yeah, baby, we're pregnant. Yo, and then there was some like silence there. I'm like, baby, are you okay? I'm like, yo, are you okay? I'm like, are you okay? No, I'm okay. Like I saw this coming, but Linda, I was just pushing it away. I didn't want to think about it, or even, like, wow, I'm pregnant. Baby. And yeah, then the rest happened. So yeah, then he's been checking up on me 1,000 times a day, and yeah, just to see and check how I am feeling at the time, because I've always been sleepy, tired, no appetite, and yeah, it was just amazing, eh? And I had to call him later that day to check if he was still okay. He's like, baby, get sharp, just that this thing, you know it's causing me to be on autopilot. So he's been at work and on autopilot, and yeah, obviously trying to process it the same way as I was trying to process it. And yeah, that was that. And then the next person I told, obviously, it was my mother. So I told her via a text on WhatsApp. I was like, oh, mama. No, she actually texted me first. She's like, do you know your doctor, mama? How you feeling? Kariyo, mama, I gauge. Aro why? Kariyo, get a pregnancy test, mama. And give me. Ayo, I'm happy for you. Kan mama ki serious. Arya, I know. Kan mama awakwata. I know for what? I'm happy you're old and you've been trying your hardest best to get you alive, and nothing is coming up. So this is the most beautiful that's happening to you and us, and so it's about time. I'm happy. Yeah, I was like, yo, okay, then Aria, so we'll talk, and I'll talk to your father. Yo, never mind you, my dad is the most strict, ready person I've ever met. So that's the guy that I was mostly stressed about. That, yo, I'm gonna get kicked out. I was expecting him to get to my grandmama's place with all my stuff and put them there by the gate and say, hey, Danan, you are disowned, ne? Because we're not decided about Masadi. Do you know? But that didn't happen. I was stressed out for nothing. So fine. Yeah, so my mom was a third person. And my mom went on telling my father. And that time I was panicking. I'm busy calling my younger brother. Where's dad? Oh, Papa, oh, no, like, he's there. Why? I'm like, is he fine? Oh, yeah, I'm sharp. And I'm mama doing. okay. Is he angry? It's like, no, he's himself, he's fine. Why? I'm like, nah. I'm like, okay. And then before going to bed, um, my dad calls. Well, I'm thinking it's my mother using my father's phone because she normally does that. And I'm like, hello, ba. And then it's my dad's voice. Hello, Tenini. Tenini? Okay, that's the nickname he calls me with. I'm like, huh? Tenini? Okay. Yeah, tomorrow ke tlo go lata. O be ready. Ne? I'm like, okay, pa. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That was a conversation. And then I got a text from Ma Are. So what time should your dad come fetch you? I'm like, during the day, in the morning, whenever. He's like, okay, in the morning. And then jiggy jiggy, I get another text from my mom. She's like, no, he'll come get you after, after he gets back from work around 4. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, I'll be home. I'll be waiting. It's like, okay, okay, sharp, sharp. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay. So now the fact that my dad called me Tinini over the phone, you know, got me all relaxed and Asian. My dad is okay. And hell yeah, he was okay. And he came and fetched me the following day. It was so awkward because it was just the two of us in his car. It's like we had the longest drive to Marble Hall. And yeah, we stopped by a market where he wanted to grab some fruit and veggie and whatever. And yeah, we got there. It's like, yeah, you coming in? I'm like, I'm coming in. Then I went in with him, and it's like, should I give you your money so that you get your stuff? I'm like, give me my money so I can get me my stuff. What? Do I even have money? And what stuff is he talking about? So now it clicks on, oh, probably it was just being nice, thinking that, I'm craving something and maybe, I should buy whatever I want or feel like eating. It was so sweet. Hey, because my dad, he's so petty. He doesn't do his stuff like this. Like, he goes like, ta, 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 ta. Then when you think all is well and, you over it, then he comes, pa, without you noticing it. So yeah, that's my dad for you. Okay, fine. And then the fifth person that I told was Abudimpo. Oh, Abudimpo, remember? Him and my sister, they went that other night to get me Gaviscon, and my sister also bought these. So Abudimpo saw this. Aha! Kema! Kema! I've been the highway, I mind your own business. And then the following morning, he's been here asking me, where's the test? Is it still closed? Hey, did I test it? Like the whole flipping day until I give up. I told him, hey, okay, fine. Oh, yo, here's the test. Then he read the test, he saw it, and he was so thrilled. He was so happy. And yeah. Lord. And then the third person I told, no. Awitimpo was the sixth person. The fifth person I told was Siskibu. Oh, Siskibu. Oh, that one is full of drama. I told her. And then I told Awitimpo. After Awitimpo, I told... No. Awitimpo is the seventh person. The sixth person I told was Mamgolo. And then Mamgolo told me, hey, where? Nye, hekiza aditseni, nye. Oh, also. That's what she said. And then yeah, then Saturday my dad obviously came and fetched me, and on Sunday my cousins, sisters, brothers, they went to meet at my other sister's place. Um, so I told Sisvinda that I've told my aunts, so I didn't want my aunts to go tell their kids, which are like my cousins, which I call my sisters and brothers, that I didn't want their mothers to tell them that I was pregnant. I wanted them to hear it from me. So Sisvinda and I planned it. I'm like, it's fine. When you get there, let me know when everyone is around because I'm gonna send them pictures. Then everyone got around that Sunday, and Sisvino called me like everyone is here. Okay, cool. Then I sent Sesimili and his Ponto a picture of this with the stick on top showing the two lines. And then yo Mudimo. It took them forever. Ne? It took them forever. You guys like watch this video. And then they sent it to Awiti. Awiti Tumel. Oh, Awiti Tumel was so speechless. Oh, he was so speechless. He called me with WhatsApp. At the time, I did not have data for general stuff. I had the one for WhatsApp, and that doesn't actually let calls in. And he called me like straight just to confirm. Jenny, I said it. Oh my gosh, my sister. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it. Like literally, everyone was so happy, and I feel like it's a secret or a thing that most of them they've been keeping from me, that Ginny, like you're getting old or something, have a child, like everything else will follow any, because they felt like that, but they knew that I'm not about that, you know. I wouldn't have a child just because someone says I'm getting old. No. But deep down, I did want a child or have kids before I turned 30. Because after then, I wanted to just live my life, and spend more time with my kids. And in a sense that, yeah, being, around them for longer, And I didn't want to have kids when I was so old that, uh, when I turn 60, they're only gonna be going to a high school. No, I didn't want that. So I wanted to be that young mother, active, you know, young, vibrant, being able to play with her kids. You know, that's what I wanted. And this is what I'm getting. Because also it's funny how the universe listens to the things that you say to others and yourself. Because I attended a baby shower, and when I got to the baby shower of my friends, everyone that I was sitting with or everyone who was attending the baby shower, they already had a child. So I got them, I was like, yo, I'm the only one with no child here. And in a way, I meant it, I meant it because I felt like, no, I'm approaching that age now, like, no, no, darling. And yeah, so the universe listens. And also I think I've been having signs, because there was a song that came out, Nanga Ufangwana, Omshimani, a baby boy. I'd always sing that to my boyfriend. And now I'm pregnant. Because the things that I'd say about me having a child or wanting to have a child, or, the energy that I'd say around their conceiving or having kids was actually, active. And I didn't realize, or I've been meaning it. So I think I should start doing that with the things that I want, things that I want to accomplish. So I'm gonna speak them out, and I'm gonna talk about them like they already exist. Because that for sure did work, and it didn't take me a long time, to activate. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching again, and I'll meet up with you on the next vlog. Okay, bye bye. C'est ça.
Où fut l'argent?
Ay, qué jole. Ahora que bueno que how good bueno que rawa uno sana. Awa. Kitsile ka ron tshega. Kitsile ron tshega se 7.
27. First born. What did you take at the Remus? How very key? How much is the Tolapambi? I know what's over Tom Jim. I was also going to yeah.
Kitsile ron tshega kwa.
Hele double. Ashima. Oh, what are you pregnant? Oh, it's got oh, pregnant. Oh, no.
Oh, do no pero viña katabe. Abay kriya.
Oh, malume.
Oh, viña katabe. Awa. Kene.
Omucha mtakor. Oro. Ke mwana o malume ya. Ah, ke ra gore no ba. O na le spirio shit.
Quiero que se aspira. Vamos a un producto de basadi.
Na ke tao.
Every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You're gonna venda.
Fun. Fun, I'm happy for you.
Hey, whatever she's saying. What's this? Over. Yeah. She was testing the pregnant.
Eastern Cape. And exactly what you asked for Eastern Cape. It was after Eastern Cape. So she wanted to break the news to you. She didn't want anyone to tell you.
Congratulations.
There we go. She wanted to wait until I got a water, but yes, open. That picture's from this June. Says June.
I'm serious.